Either way, it is way past time to get Hillary back into the White House. The lady's got a speech to give. She wrote it 5 years ago for her inevitable inauguration. Thanks to the Macedonians, that didn't happen. But she never threw it away. She still got the speech. Last month, she read a portion of it on NBC News. Watch.
I dream of going up to her and sitting down next to her, taking her in my arms and saying, "Look at me, listen to me. You will survive. You will have a good family of your own and 3 children. And as hard as it might be to imagine, your daughter will grow up and become the President of the United States."
Who's she crying for? Herself. In case you're confused by the context there, that was Hillary telling her deceased mother that everything's going to be okay because Hillary has been elected President of the United States. No more tears, no more anxiety. We're going to make it. We've got a woman in the White House. A lot's happened since Hillary Clinton wrote those words. It's a different country now than it was 5 years ago. But Hillary Clinton hasn't changed. Her primary interests remain exactly what they always were. She's still talking with endless and undimmed enthusiasm about herself. We don't know what's in the rest of her victory speech. We're going to have to wait until January of 2025 to find out. But one thing we can safely assume, it ends with a cackle and a finger. Jason Nichols, the co-host of Vince and Jason Save the Nation, along with Vince Colonnese. He's a longtime Democrat and perfect for this conversation. Jason Nichols joins us now, our friend. Great to see you, Jason. So Hillary Clinton.
Good to see you, Tucker.
Democrats made the case, and as noted, I think it's an entirely fair case, that it was Hillary Clinton's right to be president of the United States. It was, in fact, her destiny and God's will. It was stolen from her by the Macedonians. So why wouldn't that still be true? Why doesn't she have a moral right to the presidency in 2024?
Well, first of all, this is almost like Groundhog Day if it were a horror movie. Like, this is such a bad idea. I'm surprised someone actually put the pen to paper to actually say this. Number one, as you alluded to, she's 77 years old. So when people are talking about Joe Biden's energy levels, she's at the same age as Trump and Biden and all these people. And the Democrats say that we want new leadership and younger leadership. The other element of this is no one energizes the right the way Hillary Clinton does. The same thing with Democrats and Donald Trump. When you mention Donald Trump, now they're having trouble messaging because Donald Trump isn't on the ballot. So Hillary Clinton does the same thing, gets people excited on the right, and they're going to go out and vote against her, which makes it really difficult for Democrats. And the other thing that I would say, Bill is a liability.
Can I just want one correction? I'm on the right. I'm enervated by Hillary Clinton. I'm totally exhausted just thinking about her. It's just like it's a bottomless well of narcissism, and it sucks me in every time. I start thinking about her as much as she thinks about herself, and that's bad.
But, again, you will go out and vote against her. I'm almost positive of that.
Fair.
The other thing that I'll say is that, the backbone of the Democratic Party is African-American women. And African-American women will be incensed and feel betrayed if Hillary Clinton comes back and jumps the line on Kamala Harris. And if African-American women, even a small sliver, a small percentage, sit on their hands, you're not going to win Georgia. You're not going to win Pennsylvania. You're not going to win a lot of these states that are very necessary to win.
Look, you may be absolutely right as a political matter. I suspect that you are. But as a moral matter, 30 years ago, Kamala Harris wasn't even Willie Brown's girlfriend yet. I mean, I think she was still in high school in Canada. No, I'm not being mean. I'm just honest. So Hillary Clinton has been in this game a long time, and I do think it's fair to say that if anyone's earned it in the Democratic Party, it's certainly her. It wouldn't be jumping the line exactly, would it? Yeah, a long, disgraceful career, but still long.
She's had a long career. She has a lot of accomplishments, and sometimes you have to be able to walk away and say, hey, I did great things. I became Secretary of State. People have to call me Secretary of Clinton. They're going to call me that for the rest of my career, or the rest of my life, I should say, and move on. And the Vice President of the United States right now is Kamala Harris. And I think people will feel disgusted. I don't care how much hot sauce she uses and how often she goes on the Breakfast Club. African-American women will feel disgusted if she jumps the line. The last thing is that Bill Clinton is a liability. He took a lot of private jet flights on, a couple of people's jets that I won't say.
Couple of people.
That will come back. That will come back to bite him. Donald Trump was on those jets as well, but
I think you're speaking of Jeffrey Epstein, who Hillary Clinton absolutely did not kill, and I mean that she did not. So now that we've established that, I want to thank you, Jason Nichols, for coming on tonight. It was great to see you.
Hey, great seeing you, Tucker. Thank you.